What's up, guys? It's Maxwell. Welcome to Clashversation episode 6.
Hey guys.
Sup, guys?
Hey, Clash Addicts.
Okay, guys, last week's wars were pretty interesting. Couple of outcomes that definitely were not predicted that way. We've got 3 wars that we once again want to talk about, and we are gonna start right off with Spartan's Legacy versus Red Hat Omega. Mutke, please take it away.
It was a pretty close war from the beginning on. They started with a 99 hit rate from 70%, and we had 73%, so just one scout more. On the 10v10 game, they started pretty early with 2 10v10s on our lowest bases, and we with 1 10v10 on their top bases. Yeah, and then it was a bit sloppy, but at the end, both clans got 4 10v10s, and the dips decided the game because they had 2 dip fails more. They lost.
Sounds like an intense war.
All right, yeah, well, we kind of all said it was going to be pretty close, and it turned out to be just that, so definitely one of the most interesting wars, I think. Maybe would have thought the score would have been a couple of stars higher, but of course some beast bases, I guess, on both sides, and of course dip fails always make it tough. So, Asterix, did you have any time to watch this one?
Unfortunately not. I was very busy with our own war.
Happy that Spartan's Legacy won, or were you more pulling for Red Omega?
Actually, I was hoping for Reddit Omega. But yeah.
All right, Ferox, did you want to say something about that one too?
That was the one I had difficulties to predict because I think as in Beast Clan and also as Elle, if they have their A game, or anything could happen. So I assumed it to be close, and it was close. So nice war out there.
All right. Next one is going to be Buy Forever versus WHF. That one ending 114-112. Buy Forever coming away with the 2-star victory and some crazy stats for this one. Buy Forever going 6 out of 13 for 10v10s. But where's the other one with the 10v11? There we go. 5 out of 19 for 10v11. So they did better 10v10 than 10 versus 11. Had 2 more 10v10s, and I think that pretty much sealed the deal for them. So, Asterix, I know that you were picking WHF. They did not come through. By Forever, the tough opponent that, I think we all predicted. So I guess you're a little bit bummed for WHF here.
Yeah, WHF. Yeah, sorry that they are out. Really. I mentioned that a couple times. Like when I played, like we're really good with them. I don't know what happened in this war. I didn't see Buy Forever win this, but it's hard to understand. I mean, when I look at the statistics, they're actually same. But the 10v10 game maybe made the difference at the end. Yeah, sorry they're out. But we all said Buy Forever is doing a good job and are pretty consistent. I think this time, they just made it. Was a any given Sunday war.
Yeah, for sure. So Buy Forever beating Immoral Thieves and now WHF in a row. Also strong performances against top teams. During the season, maybe they are just sort of like Germany during World Cups, getting stronger as the competition gets bigger. Ferox, do you think they have a chance to win this season?
Oh, it's very hard to predict any winners for this season, in my opinion. But I was always rooting for Buy Forever. I also picked them, so I always thought they would be able to get the first win in the players. And they met Immoral Thieves, and I think they have a chance of winning that too. But I think that will also be a close war.
All right. Mutke, do you think Immoral Thieves were bluffing last week when they lost to Buy Forever?
I would say it would be a nice end for them. Losing to an underdog that gets better and better from war to war isn't such a big deal.
All right. And the last war for this week, guys, it's a little bit of a painful one for me, but it's okay. One day has gone by now, so it's all good. Yeah, DLZ versus Immoral Thieves obviously ended 111, 112. Immoral Thieves coming away with the 1-star victory. We actually had the percent on this one, so had we gotten one more star, we would have won. 2 dip fails for us, 1 dip fail for them, 4 10v10s on both sides here. So very, very good war. Everybody involved said that, and it really was, yeah, a nail biter all the way to the end. But yeah, the 2 dip fails just killed us. We had a really good war, 83% hit rate on Town Hall 9, so only 4 fails. A solid performance, 10 versus 11. Good performance, 10v10. But yeah, it's very hard, obviously, to lose on dip fails, and nobody was really interested in Clash anymore yesterday in DLC. I can definitely say that. But yeah, we're gonna get it back together. We're gonna do a war against DL tomorrow, I believe, just to test some bases for them again, and then maybe a matchup on the weekend. So yeah, definitely tough to go out like this, especially since we kind of felt like we had it in our hands and lost it. But yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. Disappointing losses. Asterix, talk to me.
I don't want to talk. Seriously, next week we can talk next week.
I was building the nice bridge there with disappointing losses, and
yeah, I know, but it's hard. It's hard when you lose.
Yeah, I already said it.
I'm disappointed. I'm still disappointed. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Don't
was
say much.
like, guys, before we started recording, I was already asking him if we were gonna do a losers match, One Hive versus DLZ, but maybe that's gonna happen over the next couple of weeks. You never know.
I think so.
But yeah,
Since I'm a co-leader now, I can talk to the leader.
all right. So guys, on this channel coming up, no, it's just messing. Nothing arranged yet. So
No.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Other guys want to say something about this one? Surprised, not surprised? I mean, I guess pretty much everybody picked Immoral Thieves, I guess.
I'm not sure if I picked them, but I thought it would be a close one, and it could have been either DLZ winning or Immoral Thieves. Like, the score also tells that.
I didn't think that Immoral Thieves would win. I really thought that DLZ would win, but any given Sunday match.
Yeah, for sure. For this one, definitely any given Sunday one. All right, enough of the past, guys. We are gonna move on to the next one. Today's interview, guys, has 2 questions for y'all, and the first one, I think this could once again be funny. What do you do if you fail? So, do you break the iPad, throw the phone, shout at the people in voice, whatever you do? I know that when I fail, it's sort of different on the Town Hall levels. Of course, I play at Town Hall 10, 11, and also Town Hall 9. At Town Hall 10, I usually only do 10v11, so it's probably the least bad of a feeling if you fail, because 10v11 is pretty tough sometimes. On the 11, it feels really, really bad, and I almost can't talk for like a minute. I know that we also have
Just
some...
a minute?
Yeah, well,
that's good.
I talk a lot, you know that.
Yeah.
So one of the guys this weekend, actually, after his dip fail, he like muted himself, popped off voice for like several hours. So yeah, dip fails are certainly tough. But yeah, how about you other guys? What sort of happens? What goes through your mind? What do you do if you fail?
So when I fail, it sort of depends on the war. Midweek wars, if I fail, I have no time to be frustrated or something like that, because I do my attacks most time when I'm at work. But if I fail in CWL arranged wars, they are usually on Sunday or Saturday night. I get frustrated. Sometimes I can't sleep. Really.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hard because I'm thinking of the attack. You know, what went wrong. I watch the attack over and over again, and then when I go to bed, I still have all the troops, in my mind, and I'm like, okay, why would you do this like that, or why did you place a jump like this, or dude, that jump had been earlier. A couple of things go through my mind, and but sometimes that's only if I do attack very late. If I attack early and I fail, if it's not too late, or I'm not too angry, sometimes I'm very angry. I break a glass or something. Yeah, it happened. Yeah, ask Parrot. I mean, he was, he listened. He could hear that. But after a couple of minutes, when I watch the attack again, then I'm like, okay, guys, this is how you can fix this raid. Um, or sometimes if it's just a time fail, a 98 or 99% or 97%, I just leave it like it is on voice, and then other people, other members, they're like, okay, we can do this and this and fix it, and then like you see 3, 4, 5 minutes later, a different guy hops on, attacks the base, and it's done. But
All
that's
right.
what I usually do.
So you pretty much refocus right away. I mean, maybe that's also got something to do with you being like co-leader and having to be a protege or something.
Yeah, I mean, I was an elder, and I just turned co-leader, so I used to do that as an elder, but I was really trying, to be a role model, and not to break glasses anymore and stuff. But
Okay, very good. So I definitely know that somebody in here gets really furious when she fails.
Thanks.
oh, okay. Just can be one person.
Are you sure he's not talking about you? Okay, no. Yeah, he's talking about me. I'm a perfectionist and I'm very ambitious. So if I fail, I need some time to get over it, and then I need, like, I don't know, a cigarette or something like that to calm me a little bit down before I can watch the replay to see what my issues were.
How
So-
about that plan we disagreed on?
Oh no, you're so weird. Don't. Okay. The thing is, I was already like in a bad mood because of
That's true.
before, and yeah, and then on the plan we disagreed. It was a suicide hawks, and Max wanted a golem and me wanted Valkyries. The thing is, when I started the attack and I fat fingered my king ability, I was already so pissed about myself. Like,
Yeah.
all of the stuff which
Yeah.
I had
I mean,
over the day are really messing with me.
we were able to get the friendly challenge later, and you tripled the base that way. So
An overkill, yeah.
couple things went wrong with that one.
Yeah, and so like I needed some time to check the replay again, and then we planned the second heat, and I was able to canalize my energy and my frustration out of the first to kill the second, and then I felt just a little bit better, but still
Yeah.
it was very painful for me.
I guess. And also my voice connection that day didn't help, right? That was lagging all the time.
It was great that if there was something you couldn't really spot, because I would hear it.
guys, that was a funny evening. Should have been there. By the way, are we in war right now? Do we need to attack still, or
Ooh.
Swarm Infinity? Shout out to Swarm Infinity, by the way.
Yes, tonight war will start. But
Oh, tonight. Okay.
I have to attack tomorrow.
So I don't have to do anything until tomorrow. That feels good. All right. Motke, how about you?
Yeah, I also play on TH9, 10, and 11, so I would start with TH9.
Yeah.
When I failed TH9, it's just like I'm a bit disappointed because TH9 isn't like TH10 where you can say, yeah, it's a fail, but it's close and can be tweaked. So I'm happy if it ends at the end with a triple, because the 9s are important to get the scouts in, to let the 10s triple.
Sure.
Yeah, but after being short quite depends on the strategy I use, and I know if others would use the same strat, I give improvements if they want to. I always ask before.
All right.
And on TH11 on the dips, I would say it's the most disappointing because it's a dip. Even if you shouldn't underestimate tens when you dip them, it's still easier than a 9v9.
Yeah, it should be at least. I mean, we're pretty much.
I mean, if you plan well.
Yeah.
If you just say I bitch all, you can fail pretty fast.
That's Maxwell, right?
Yeah, that's what I like to do. Like, bewitch is no, of course not. I personally really dislike the tech strategy, and I never do it. But, yeah. Anyways, so everybody sort of has their way on dealing with it. I guess the best town level to fail on is town hall 10 right now, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but still,
But depends on if you do late 10v10 hits because you're more the cleanup attacker or coming up with fresh plans on bases because all other 10s are cleared, or you can say after 6 fails, yeah, we won't get that base and we don't have another idea. And then you do like a 96% time fail or a close fail on the fresh attack, you're pretty much pissed. Just happened last war to me.
Yeah.
like my difference is I'm not that experienced in tens, but I felt failing 10v10 to be even more frustrating than 9v9 because 9v9 is more forgiving than 10v10.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, the second part or the second question sort of goes the same way if you want to answer it that way. How do you try to improve your game or your attacks? I mean, Asterix already sort of touched on that with if you fail your attack, helping others out. But how about your own attacks? Like, what do you do? I guess, well, maybe watching the replay. Of course, you can still do that. But what do you two do to improve your game? Do you watch videos? Do you talk to others? Like, what do you do to improve your attacking skills?
What I do is when I fail on a base and somebody hits it with a different strategy, what I do is I make a trap picture of the base. I basically copy the base and watch the replays and try to catch every single trap. And if I can't find every trap, I place the traps where those traps would hurt me the most, kind of.
Yeah.
And then I send that picture to a clientmate and say, please copy this base for me so that I can friendly challenge it. And then that's what I do. So most of the time I do the exact same strategy with the same army comp on that base, just to see if the plan sucks, or the idea.
Yeah, sure.
If so, and then you can see if was the fail due to execution or just it's a plan bad maybe.
Asterix,
Yeah.
what do you prefer? That the plan sucks or that your execution sucked?
The execution, to be honest, the execution, like, because if the execution sucks, you can always fix the attack with like little tweaks, I don't know, clean up wizards earlier, or get an archer on the town hall earlier, or on a couple storages or something like that. Okay, but if the plan sucks, you need a complete different and new plan for the base.
Maybe I should start to think that way because for myself, I hated more when my plan was good and my execution sucked.
Yeah, I mean, execution is something you can work on. It's some sort of skill, and you can always improve skill. But if you don't know how to plan or to look for weaknesses in a base or whatever, that's hard to kind of improve, I guess.
Overcome.
Maybe it does make sense what I say, but to me, at least it does.
If you hit as a 9, for example, a fresh hit, if you do a fresh hit, it's different than a cleanup, in my opinion. Because sometimes you could plan stuff on a fresh hit and then it doesn't work because of traps or something like that.
I still get really mad when I feel when I fail fresh hits on town 9.
No.
Yeah, I mean.
But yeah, you didn't tell us how you handle that stuff, Max.
Yeah, for example, this weekend I had 3 accounts in a 9, a 10, a 11. and I failed one attack on my Town Hall 10. That was a 10 versus 11 2-star attempt, and I actually had a misclick. So I dropped the first golem, boulder funnel, dropped the second golem, and then I wanted to select boulders, but I guess I didn't. So I dropped 2 more golems in the same spot. I had 4 golems, and I dropped 3 of them in the same spot. And yeah, they all got hit by the Eagle Artillery shot. They were like half dead within seconds, and the attack failed. And that was kind of unfortunate, but the attack was cleaned up within the next hit, so it didn't really feel that bad. Like, also because a misclick or just failing to select the troops, I mean, that's not really, of course it's your fault, but it didn't really feel that bad to fail that way. And yeah,
You should teach me. You guys should teach me, cause I would get so pissed if I misclicked.
Yeah, and for Town Hall 11, yeah, it definitely sucks to it's kind of tough to call as well if it was the plan or if it was the execution at Town Hall 11. But if you failed for execution, Town Hall 11 is definitely really tough. I mean, we pretty much don't fail because of planning, just because we plan the dips so detailed. But yeah, kind of torn on the Town Hall levels again. Town Hall levels, Mutke also playing on several Town Hall levels.
Yeah, how do I deal with failing and try to improve?
Yeah.
Or let's say in the beginning of when I started playing in CWL, I was only a TH9. So I only had to improve my 9v9 game, and that was just friendly challenge over and over onto several bases, not focusing just on one base you already hit. Get as much as different as possible, and most times I also go into the base without scouting before, so I have just this 30 seconds that I didn't use the most time to make something like an instinct plan.
Yeah.
And then you get over with more practice this instinct in your head or in your reaction, also when in an attack goes something wrong, so you can get a really fast reaction to save the raid.
Yeah, I think that's actually a really good tip, guys. Learn improvising by not scouting the base in a friendly challenge. Just have somebody give you a base that you don't know and just hit it fresh with just 30 seconds of scouting. Ferox, did you want to say something about that?
Yeah, I also like sometimes just like practicing on improvisation stuff, and that helped me a lot. But I also do like FC dates, so clanmates just sent me a base without the traps, and so I just plan on the base, cook my troops, and then they post it and I hit it. Also, sometimes it helps if you not only watch again the replay, but also like get a second opinion, because maybe you did something you did not realize, and another person can help you out there.
Okay, guys, do you watch war recaps at all to maybe learn new strategies or improve your attacks, or do you think you can learn from that?
Sure. I mean, most stuff I try in FC. I saw first time in war recaps, or I had the idea by planning something and didn't do it in war because it seemed pretty much risky, like bringing healed miners into the core to clean something up that your queen walk or your kill squad wouldn't have got, and killed maybe the back end hogs because it's 2 bomb towers or a whiz tower and the bomb tower. Stuff like that. But what I could also recommend to improve your own execution, most time you fail your raid because you use like wall breakers that are pretty tough to time if there are splash damage. You can fail surgical earthquake dropping, you can fail jump dropping, stuff like that. Just practice over and over. I did like 4 months, like 2 or 3, only queen charge attacks with 20 and more wall breakers to practice them at any spot and try to get those double layers in.
I remembered. He was very good at it.
Pretty good. Asterisk.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Pretty FC.
Yeah, the thing is, now I would say on 9v9 it isn't a problem to bring a double layer for me. And even at 10v10 depends on the defenses there, but I don't have any fear or doubt into bring a double layer as long as I don't go into IT without a freeze.
Oh yeah, as far as sick attacks go, Mutke, you know that we had your friendly challenge playing earlier this video, so that looked pretty shady, Mutke. No.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a war attack, but I failed there the queen placement.
Okay, so yeah, just for you guys to clear that up, that was no modding or cracking. It's just practice and friendly challenges, and yeah, pretty fun attack. I'm gonna have that at the beginning of the video. So yeah, Asterix, do you watch any recaps at all? Do you even have time to?
I do watch replays and war replay recaps, of course, when I have the time, and try to learn something. If if there's something I don't know, there's actually not a single attack strategy I don't know, but it's always fun to watch. Uh, but I do what Mutke does, like sometimes you have an idea for a base, and it's like some sort of crazy, and people, they're like, no, I don't think this is gonna work. Let's do this and that. We all know the strategy, and we can, figure out how to make the strategy work on the space. And what I do then is, even if the base gets restart on a fresh ship, I copy the base. I place the traps where they would hurt me the most, and then I do the crazy idea on that base on a friendly challenge, just to see if it works or not.
So do you ask others to copy it so you
Yeah,
can?
yeah, definitely. Like I build I make the screenshot, and with all the traps in it, and then I built the base as well,
Mhm.
and so that other other members can attack the base as well. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I do.
All
I
right.
also request others to build bases for me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, all right. I think we've gotten some pretty cool tips and suggestions here, guys. I hope that you were able to pick up something to improve your own game. And yeah, let's move on to maybe not.
Yay!
All right, guys. For this week's maybe not, we actually have Mutke himself attacking. So take it away, man.
On this, you can see a 10v10 with a Suicide Lalo on probably the highest 10 of the opponents. And normally we do start and stop, so you can see how the attack goes to a specific point, and maybe see then a bowler with a healer that so you can associate what happens. Maybe the bowler saves or not. And this time we will just see the base and the strat, and you guys cannot anticipate what will happen.
All right. That's easy. I'm gonna go first then. So we have to predict the exact outcome. Like, for example, if it's a fail, the percentage, or what do you want us to play?
Everything that can come in your mind that
All right.
could.
So we'll
be.
see who makes the best prediction.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go first then. Okay, is that okay with you, Asterix, Ferox? Can I go first? Okay. So
Sure.
I say you have a Warbreaker fail, Baby Dragon and a Clan Castle, and you steal triple.
Okay, next one.
I don't think you will have a Warbreaker fail. That's my boy. No Warbreaker fail for me.
Thank you.
I could imagine it to be a time fail, but that would be like too easy for maybe not attack. So I don't know.
I think you will not get what you expected to get.
That's a
I
bold
don't know where your entry point is, but I think you will lure the CC. And your queen will not get like what you expected her to get, I guess.
All right, Ferox, we still need your prediction, Ferox.
Yeah, maybe it's a damage CC and he won't get it down.
All right.
Okay, so it's time fail. Fail because queen gets the value, and fail because of damage CC.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start.
Everybody has faith in you, Mutke. They all say fail.
Yeah,
I said triple.
now.
Right?
If
Yeah, but you said wall breaker fail.
I said, but I still said triple. So if you're both saying fair and you're wrong, and I say triple, I still win.
I did say
I
nothing.
just-
I just said he is not going to get what he was expected. I
Yeah,
didn't say if that's a
not
fail or if he's going to triple. So.
But you did say triple.
I also did not say that it's a fail. I just said I can imagine it's a demo.
Dude, what are you doing with? You're disconnecting. You're disconnecting.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
disconnected.
I instant disconnected. I got into the base, selected the first troop before I dropped the disconnect.
All right. So are you gonna reconnect, or do we have 2 minutes of disconnect now?
2 minutes of disconnect.
Awesome, Mutke. You trolled us pretty good on that one. I guess Asterix wins it then, because he didn't get any of what he expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won.
I said triple. I'm never gonna predict you to triple again.
Yeah, but if you guys want, I can talk through what was planned.
Yeah, for sure. That makes a lot of sense. No,
Yeah,
we won't do that.
What your plan was
Nice
correct.
try, Mutke. Nice try.
Okay.
Okay, guys, we are past the first week of the playoffs. We have 8 teams left right now who are trying to win CWL Season 2 still. So, Ferox, would you please read out the matchups for next week?
Sure. So the first matchup would be Dark Lutus versus Sumi Codcat. Then Fake Wargasm versus Clantanamo Bay. Then the Swarm versus Spartan's Legacy. And the last one would be Immoral Thieves versus By Forever.
All right, thank you. So, Mutke, which 4 teams are going to win?
I would take Xiaomi Codcat just to get an upset war. Then Fake Wargasm, Spartan's Legacy, and By Forever to keep with the underdog.
All right, that's definitely some interesting predictions. Asterix, your opinion?
I think Dark Looters, Fake Walkers, and the Swarm and By Forever are gonna win.
All right, so also predicting against Immoral Thieves. Ferox, what do you think? I think you are also going to pick Spartan's Legacy, right?
Nice joke. Not. I'm gonna pick By Forever. Then the Swarm. Then Fake Wargasm, and then also Sumi Codcat.
All right. Suomi Kotkat beat DL twice, actually. Both wars that they had so far, Suomi Kotkat won, but of course this week DL are gonna come through. We are gonna give them enough practice over the week to make them lethal. No, of course, I think DL are gonna win that one. Fate Wargasm really strong this week, although not the most consistent season. Clantanamo Bay beating One Hive. Still, I'm gonna have to go with Fate Wargasm on that one. Swarm versus Spartan's Legacy. That's gonna be a barn burner. Very, very tough war. Could also be the final, I think, of the teams that are left. Tough. Could even come down to a tie, I think. Spartan's Legacy are gonna be gearing up their best bases. Still tough to predict against the Swarm. Also, I'm gonna have to pick either Ferox or Mutke. I don't really wanna predict this one, guys. I don't know. I'm going with the first ever tie in the playoffs, and there's gonna have to be penalties or something, or another war. No idea. Immoral Thieves versus By Forever. Immoral Thieves are strong, definitely strong. By Forever are getting better and better. Also very tough to predict. But I'm gonna say Immoral Thieves just so that we got beat by a team that advances to an even higher round, so it feels less bad for us. Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much gonna do it. I guess we can all say bye if we want to.
Bye-bye.
Well, if
See
you want
ya.
to.
Yeah, only if you want to. You can also stay. You can keep on
Okay,
talking.
I'm
you know?
quiet. I'm
Guys,
quiet. no, take care, guys.
I'm just gonna.
Have a nice week.
I'm just gonna record another half an hour of Asterix for all of you, and that's
would
gonna
be
be uploaded to the channel
cool.
tomorrow. All right, awesome. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Until next time, peace out.
Max, warum hast du mir nicht gesagt, dass du...
Ich glaube, das war noch drin.
Klar, das nehme ich noch mit auf.